Hello everyone, and welcome to my Assassination Rogue Mage Tower Challenge guide and commentary. As you can see, I'm not very high item level, only 915, 2 legendaries. I got the insignia of the Grand Army ring and the Dustwalker foot pads. Yeah, this challenge is not too hard than the other ones that I've done. It's more of just like mechanically doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you should be fine. But if you're higher item level, it'll be a lot easier for you. So let's take a look at the talents. I went with Master Poisoner, Subterfuge, Vigor, and Leeching Poison for the heals, because you're definitely going to need that. Internal Bleeding, because you'll be using Kidney Shot. Toxic Blade, and the Venom Rush, obviously. Okay, yeah, let's take a look at the buffs I used. I used a Flask, the Defiled Augmentation Rune, Mastery Food. You can use Haste Food if you want. I just use Mastery. Drums of the Mountain or Fury, same thing, and Potions of Prolonged Power. Alright, as soon as you accept the quest to go in, you'll be ported into the Halls of Valor here, and you'll see Sigrun here. She's the main NPC that you'll be focusing on. She has a couple abilities that you need to watch out for. First one is Blood of the Father, and you're going to want to blind that, but that'll come later, you guys will see. And then to her right, or to our right, her left, you'll see Rune Seer Faljar there. He has Ancestral Knowledge and Shadow Bolt, but you don't need to interrupt his Shadow Bolt, it doesn't do that much damage. And then to her right, our left, you have Jarl. He's kind of like a warrior. His ability will come first, he'll enrage, and then you will want to Kidney Shot him to stop that enrage. Later on, he also does a Blade Storm that you can stun too, but I just moved out of it. It's pretty easy to just move out of it. He also hurls axes, as you can see, but they don't do too much damage if you move. Okay, there you go. You saw him enrage, you get a little dialogue, Kidney Shot him. That's all you gotta do, keep him away. Make sure you're keeping your bleeds up on all of them so that you can get that energy regen. And right here you'll see that 3 runes spawn on the ground, and you're gonna need to run over them for them to disappear. You're basically soaking them up. If you don't do this, you will die most likely. And that's called runic detonation, is basically what happens. That's going to be happening a lot throughout the fight, so just be aware of your surroundings. Make sure that you're trying to get the bigger one first, obviously, or the smaller one first, obviously, because it'll disappear faster. But sometimes you're just not in a position. Sometimes they'll spawn right below you, and it's maybe the medium one, right? So whatever. After that, go for the smaller one always, though. So, as you can see there, I blinded her before she got Blood of the Father off. If she gets Blood of the Father off, she does high pulsing magic damage on you, and you will probably not survive. As you can see, there is that light orb there that you can use for healing. Okay, here's Ancestral Knowledge. Basically, Rune Seer casts Ancestral Knowledge, and it's this bubble. You have to DPS it down in order to interrupt him, and you need to interrupt that. If he gets Ancestral Knowledge off, also you will die. Sigrun summons Valkyrs. You're going to need to look for the open space and stand in that open space so you don't die. You have maybe a couple seconds, so just be aware of that as well. There's not too much going on. They all share the same health pool, so you don't really have to focus on either or. Just keep bleeds up. And there you go, you see Jarl over there doing a Blade Storm. I decided to just stand back. Runes again. See right there, the medium one was like right below me, so I just went for it. Small one next, then the big one. Jarl will be the first person to die, so I did kind of focus him towards the end, just to get his mechanics out of the way, because it gets really annoying, you know, obviously. There you go, Ancestral Knowledge again. You're going to DPS it down, and a Valkyrie spawns, so I need to find the spot, interrupt. There's also green fell stuff on the ground. Obviously, use common sense, don't stand in it, you'll be fine. Grab the healing orb if you need it. I found that I didn't really need a lot of healing, especially with the Leeching Poison. Another Valkyrie, find the open spot, and you're good. The fight actually ends when Sigrun reaches 20% health, so you don't have to kill her all the way. Another runes. Sometimes you might have to dip into the fell just to get a rune, but you'll be fine, just don't stand in it permanently. Another more, just like here, I kind of had to stand in fell for a little bit. It gets a little hectic sometimes, but you will be fine. Barely made that rune there. Just keep bleeds up, keep that energy regen going. More runes, see right there again. The big one was under me, so... and then you'll notice the Blade Storm, just stay away from that. You can stun it as well if you want. If you want a kidney shot it, you can, but I just don't feel like wasting combo points on there, so... As you can see, Jarl's getting close to dying, so here's when I kind of just focus him, get him going, get him dead. Get him dead, right? Yeah, and again, keep that blind ready for Sigrun, Blood of the Father. Don't want that going on, so every time she casts that, hit it with the blind, and you'll be okay. And Jarl's about ready to die here. Fight gets a little bit easier. One guy down, good to go. More Valkyries, you just, find the open spot. It gets pretty easy. Ancestral Knowledge, DPS it down, and interrupt him. It's not too hard. I mean, I'm 915 here. Granted, yes, I do have the max artifact, but, it wasn't too... I did the other challenges, and I feel like this one was a little bit more just like awareness, like situational awareness is what this one was. I mean, yeah, the other ones were too, but this one I feel like was a little bit more the God Queen challenge. So, the fight's over, there you go, 20%, got her down, and you did it. And what happens now is there'll be like a little bit of cutscenes, or not cutscenes, but a little role play. You'll hear a lot of dialogue, and then you will teleport away, and then eventually she'll give you a quest and you go back to Khadgar and you're good to go and get your appearance. But I didn't think that was too hard. Just make sure that you're interrupting Ancestral Knowledge by DPSing the bubble down, interrupting it, blinding Sigrun when she casts Blood of the Father. When you hear that, beginning phase, kidney shot Jarl because he'll enrage, run away from his Blade Storm, or kidney shot it, whatever you prefer. He does do a Shadow Bolt. You can just stun it again, run away, let it hit you, doesn't do much, or just use Invasion. You got the Runic Detonation, the runes, the pink runes that spawn on the ground. Go for the soak the smaller one first, obviously, and then work your way up to the bigger one. They got Orbs of Valor, the big, yellow glowing orbs that will heal you if you need heals. And yeah, you're good. Stay out of the fell, obviously. Don't stand and stuff. I kind of sped this part up a little bit just so you guys can... I mean, you guys will see it yourself when you do it. And you guys will do it. But yeah, it wasn't too hard, and once you finish, you get your appearance. Thanks for watching, guys, and good luck. If you have any comments or concerns, feel free to comment below.